Okay, here was a fun Protoss match that I had just today between me and this Terran player here. It's kind of an interesting one, so I thought I'd go over it here. So you can see here, well, let's just watch from his point of view. He first starts out standard stuff. He's getting ready to wall off with that supply depot, and his second SCV he sends over to scout. A lot of Terran players will, I decided to I'm going to try a wall off myself. I'm just basically practicing this because I want to get in the habit of doing it, particularly when I play Zerg, because early game, those Zerglings, you gotta, just can't let them run right in. So there's a little bit of a gap right between these two buildings, and I just leave my probe there and put them on hold position, and no one can get through, which is kind of cool, as we'll soon find out, because here comes his SCV, and he'll be trying to get up in here to get a scout off, but it's blocked. There's no way through. So he starts to attack me. I'm attacking him back. I think he'll probably, I don't know how the SCV does versus probe. I'm assuming because he attacked me first, he'd win that, but that's why I ran this one over real quick, because I wanted to just make sure that he didn't get through. I thought he might be building a proxy base right there, so I scout this out pretty soon. I'm choosing to go for a little bit faster tech here than what I normally do. I usually take my second base before I put down the cybernetics core, but that's really been burning me of recent, so I'm switching it up here. So he's already taking his natural. Let's check out some of the resources, actions per minute. And then on average, oh, he's passed me up on average. But what really matters is resources and units. Nothing out just yet. So I think I start running the zealot or a probe around to see where that, oh, it was this probe to see if he had a proxy base. I didn't find one, so now I'm going to go see what he has. Here I'm starting Twilight Council because I want to get that charge ability on my zealots. That's an upgrade that I kind of like. He's upgraded to, let's see, he's going a reactor there. And he's going bunker here. A little defensive, but changes his mind. I understand that. Probably because he saw that coming. So right now he's just buying time because he doesn't want to engage. I'm not actively chasing him. I think I have my Zealot on attack mover on the SCV. I'm currently rallying over other units. I wanted to get these adepts to get a scout off in his base, but he blocked it, which is good there. Here I make a mistake here. The adepts, I didn't mean, I should have canceled that. So I never got my scout off. But I am going to check other Sparts in his base. Alright, we can probably fast forward this part a little bit. I think it was around this time where I thought, okay, I didn't get much of a scout off, not much harass, I better catch up in the eco game, so I'm going to try to expand and take a second and third base coming up here. He's doing the same, he's scouting to see what I got, he sees I don't have a third. Let's fast forward a little bit. So a bad habit I've gotten into is sometimes just taking my forces and just camping at my base. I just thought, I gotta harass, even if it's not the largest force in the world, I gotta get out and see if I can at least keep the action at his base versus it being at mine. See what he's doing here seems, I think it's just a little bit too turtly, a little too passive. He's teching up quickly though. I see he still doesn't have anything over here.
Base is under attack.
Okay. See, this is nice attack right here. He has to lift the base off. As soon as I knew that a siege tank, that means he's got a siege tank right here. There's nothing I can do about that, so I just decided to cut my losses and get out of there. No sense in hanging around. He eventually goes back and takes that spot, but the loss of time is what I was looking for. So I've had this happen before, at least at this level, versus Terran players, that when it gets to the mid to late game, I know they're going to be bringing in either battle cruisers or some sort of drop, so I'm slowly thinking, okay, I got to protect the back of my bases with some cannons, or I guess you could use some units that can shoot against air, but just something to kind of deter them. So that's what I'm kind of doing, starting to just be on the lookout for that, because I know it's coming. He's got a lot more upgrades. Here I'm starting to upgrade myself a little late in that. I wanted to just make sure that he hadn't expanded in a spot that I haven't seen yet. So I went up to check up that corner in the top right corner. I don't see anything, because I know he's got his base in his natural. Just wanted to make sure there's nothing out there that I don't know of yet. So I go over and I check in this spot down here. Don't see anything. So now I'm going to go check and see if he took a third. And then don't see anything. So again, I'm going to kind of skirt around. I know siege tanks are around, so I'm just going to kind of poke in and see what I can find. Here I thought I can just take that siege tank out. There's the upgrade kicking in for the charge on the zealots. And this exchange is starting to go pretty poorly. Siege tanks are good. Probably should have kept running there, but decided to fight it out. And now we're kind of back to square one. And I think he's kind of back in the game with that exchange. I mean, right now I only have 4 zealots, and he's got 5 siege tanks and 17 marines. If he counterattacks right now, I think he might be all right. But at the same time, I've got, I'm trying to amass a little bit of photon cannons here. Although there's not that many at this point, nothing he should be worried about. Yeah, I think if he pushes counterattacks, he's okay, but there's just no real counterattack. This is why I was talking about trying to just keep the fight routinely over at his base versus mine. Gets him a little bit on the defensive front.
Ready for dust off.
But here it is, and this is what I was talking about. You knew the drop was coming. So he's got 3 medevacs there, a siege tank, and several marines.
Mineral field depleted.
All right, so he's
Mineral field
heading
depleted.
up north there towards my third. And I'm just trying to tech up here a little bit. He's going to try to come in the back door there. Up here, these guys are going to hanging out here. They'll be moving in shortly. But he's still busy trying to expand. He wants to take his third. Now it's back time to focus on the attack. So he's going to drop these in and he's going to put some damage on.
Upgrade complete.
I moved my army out at the same time. I see probes under attack, so I quickly try to, best of my ability, move back, get all my forces over here. I need to get these probes out of here. I was a little slow in doing that. And then if I target the siege tank first, because that's the one that really hurts. And then from here I feel pretty good about it. After he's gone, my few remaining probes put back and start working. But the problem is he just took his third, and I got 4 bases going. One snuck here in the corner. And after that drop, I really decided to up my defense, knowing that the drops are coming. At this point, I was thinking battle cruisers are probably on their way, so I just wanted to... It's probably an overreaction response, but just wanted to let it kind of be known to him that the airships and the drops and warping in battle cruisers is not something I was going to just kind of let happen. Let's see what he's working on.
Add-on complete.
We're both floating quite a bit of gas. He's blocking off this entire section here.
I'm here in the shadows. Mineral field depleted.
And again, I'm just checking these other spots, make sure there's not a base that popped up that I don't know about. I don't want to just come walking in through the front door because I assume there might be siege tanks up here. That's why I kind of keep taking this side route.
Our SCVs
So
are
he's
under
trying to come back. He's trying to get around and get a flank on with these guys. But the problem is yeah, he's doing great, but all my ground units take him out. He needs to get them out of there. They can't shoot against ground unless they land, and I don't think he wanted to do that. After that exchange there, I felt pretty good about my spot in this game, feeling that I've pretty much got this, assuming something catches me by surprise.
Research complete. Upgrade complete.
mineral field.
He's getting ready to do another drop, amassing a big army here. And then one of my favorite units, the Dark Templar, because they're stealth, a fun little tactic. If he doesn't have detection, he can't see them. Well, not without scanning, of course, from his main base. All right, let's see if he sees us coming. So he's busy taking a different spot.
Is under attack.
Siege tanks are going to work. I get out of there because I know that's going to go bad. I think I saw an SCV going this way, so that's why I wanted to just track. There's just not enough here to defend this new expansion yet. And ultimately, here's the killing blow, the final thing to do him in. I catch a break here because my Dark Templar here, he just so happened to leave one of these supply depots down, so that allowed me to run right in. Let's see from his point of view.
Mineral field.
So without detection, he can't. That's just a big, huge hit right there. That's what it looks like on his end. He does a scan so that I'm trying to get out of the way of the scan so he can't see me, or at least move out of range. And once again, he could have trapped me in there, I think, but he had some of those down. And at this point, I'm just thinking I'll just try to supply block him. Yeah, because he can't build any more units because he's supply blocked. Wow, oh my goodness, that is a lot of Vikings. I don't think Vikings are, I don't know. I think that's probably a little much. And then at this point, I decide after attacking these SCVs, I was like, okay, he only has so much energy for scans. If I just start to split up my Dark Templar, he won't be able to ever really detect it. So I send some over there, just spreading out. He, at this point, I think, sending the whole fleet, everything he's got. This is kind of the last chance. I mean, if I have a big air force, yeah, those Vikings are going to take him out, but yeah, I've been building a ton of photon cannons ready for this, so let's see what he does.
Our SCV's base is under attack.
Let's see what the action's going on over here. Got a lot of troops there. It's just not enough though. And that's it.